Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Science Fun with Mike. Today we're going to be making some Play-Doh and we're going to see if we can make some circuits out of that. So I'm going to explain it a little bit as we go. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. First, we're going to be making conductive Play-Doh. And for this, we're going to need flour, water, salt, lemon juice, vegetable oil, and food coloring. So in our pan, we're going to mix 1 cup of water, 1 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of salt, 9 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, and food coloring. Once you've stirred that all together well, we're going to place the saucepan over medium heat and stir it continuously until the mixture thickens. Now that I got it thickened, I'm going to keep stirring until it forms a ball like this. And then now I'm going to turn off the heat and let it cool for a bit so I can transfer it to a floured surface. Alright, I let my dough take a little bit of a nap, and now it's nice and cool to the touch. So I'm going to transfer it from my saucepan onto this floured countertop I already got prepared. Now we're going to slowly knead in about 1/2 cup of flour into the ball until it's no longer sticky to the touch. And there you have it, you just made conductive Play-Doh. This is a lot of fun stuff to play with, but we're also going to be doing some cool science with it later. Alright, so now we're going to be making non-conductive Play-Doh. And to make non-conductive Play-Doh, we're going to need to mix 1 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, and 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil in a mixing bowl, and stir this until all of the oil is absorbed. Now we're going to slowly add water, stir until absorbed, and repeat until a ball is formed. We're also going to add food coloring at this step, which I forgot to film. But you can see here, our result is a nice silky blue putty. We're going to transfer it to a floured surface and knead it. When you're done, you put it in an airtight baggie. Now that our silly putties are done, we're going to be making circuits with them using copper wire LEDs and scissors. So the first step of our labs today is going to be to cut out the LED lights from the battery packs. So as you can see me doing here, you're just going to want to cut straight in the middle of these LED lights. So you can get even length wires on both sides of the lights. So you're going to need to cut about 3 or 4. Alright, so first we're going to be making a series circuit, which is where electricity only has one path to follow throughout the circuit. Alright, so we're going to make our circuit now. So we're going to connect the batteries together like you see me doing there. And then we're going to put a light in between 2 pieces of Play-Doh and then connect the batteries. Now you can barely see the light here. I could see it well in person, but for some reason it didn't really come up well on the camera. And that's going to be unfortunately a theme for the rest of the video, but we'll see if you guys can hopefully at home see the light. So there you can see I added another one. And the lights got a little dimmer, but they still were on. And by this 4th one, they were so faint I could even barely see them. So now we're going to do the exact same experiment, but with our non-conductive silly putty. Now as you could probably guess, I got no results with this one. I'm not surprised, even my conductive silly putty only got faint results, but I want you guys to try this at home for yourselves and see if you guys can get any results. If you do, I'd love to hear about them and you can send them in to me. Now we're going to be making parallel circuits in which electricity has multiple different paths to flow in. So to start, making our parallel circuit, we're going to start with a circuit in series and turn off the battery, and then we're going to add 2 LEDs into the Play-Doh to give the electricity 3 different paths for it to flow into. And as we turn this battery back on, it's very hard to see because the light is so very faint, but you can see just a tiny bit. But again, it's really hard to see. But we're going to turn off our battery packs and now take out one of the LEDs and then turn it back on and see if it gets a little brighter. So it's a little brighter, but still, again, not too bright because the electricity has so many different paths to flow in. Alright, so once again we're going to be doing the same experiment with our non-conductive Play-Doh. And same as last time, it's not going to work for us. I think, I don't know if it's supposed to or not, but I gave it a shot and you guys still should at home. So you can see I just tested the 3 and now we tested the 2 and still no light. Okay, to make our series parallel circuit, we're going to start with our normal circuit like this, right? Which we've been doing this entire time. And now we're going to turn off our battery packs. Take this out. We're going to put this LED in, connecting there. And then we're going to take 2 LEDs and put 2 LEDs connecting one of the pieces together. So now we can turn on our packs, and if you can see, this light is a lot brighter than these two. I know it's hard to see on the camera, but this is now a series parallel circuit, as it's series with this light as it goes through this battery and through this light. It's a series, but these 2 lights are parallel because the electricity has to choose between one of these 2 in order to make the full circuit. So there you have it, that's the series parallel. And now we're going to try it with the non-conductive putty. Alright, I've been setting up the circuit again with 2 different paths. And it's just about ready. So now we're going to turn on the battery packs. A moment of truth to see if anything comes up. Alright, so no surprise there, but again we got nothing, so this one is definitely a fail again. But hey, you know, you gotta try everything. You never know what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. So that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and we'll see you guys next Saturday. Have a good one.